exactly where you were when these two athletes, Zhang Weili and Jedrzejczyk, met for the first time at UFC 248, March 2020. They turned in arguably the greatest fight in UFC women's history. They met again in Singapore, and it was far more one-sided a few years later.
It was absolutely more one-sided, but that does not deter a champion like Jedrzejczyk. She is a super high-level kickboxer. She is as tough as they come, and she has developed all of her skills to the point that she had that belt and defended it for 7 fights. Jedrzejczyk is a special generational talent, and she has just run into another fighter in Zhang Weili who just matches up really well. But if you know a champion, they won't shy away from the impossible. They go towards the threat. That's exactly what Jedrzejczyk is doing tonight.
Nice shot, lands downstairs.
Man, it's hard to remember her kicking game being on this level in the past.
She made it a focus during training camp, and tonight you see the results of all the time spent kicking during training camp.
Jedrzejczyk gets hit by that leg kick. Defense held up there as she blocks that shot. Oh, combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
Oh, how is she standing? Brutal knee to the body. Huge uppercut. All right, so that body continues to get ripped up. The judges are looking for damage and damaging moments, and her body investment has been the narrative in this fight.
Early, you may not have been able to see how much of an effect this was taking on her. But now you see it. The game plan, everything's clear now. And we'll see her continue to do that as she tries to chase down the finish.
So as we pull up some numbers here for you, 29 total strikes have now landed for Jedrzejczyk. Zhang's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, that's a heavy kick downstairs. Oh, is that a huge strike right there, DC?
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight. Oh my goodness, what a kick!
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Oh, strong series of kicks by her there. It's almost like she throws her feet as if they're 2 more hands.
I mean, that is crazy. Used every weapon available, and she is using her kicks as her main weapon.
Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. 20 seconds to go in round 1.
That was a hard body kick.
Jedrzejczyk gets kicked to the body again. Shot stunned her just before the end of the round, and now you see her walking back to that stool, a little bit unsure of herself. We'll see if her corner can get her head back in this fight. Might have been on the wrong end of a 10-8 there at the end of that round. Huge knockdown just before the end of the frame. All right, so there's the end of the round. She didn't force the finish after getting that knockdown with the head kick, but was very close to getting the job done there for good in that round.
She's so patient. She's never going to overextend herself. She's never going to rush. She's never going to force anything. She will always stay exactly in her pocket. She will stay exactly in her rhythm. She believes that eventually the finish will come.
Able to check the high kick. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Jedrzejczyk's eye starting to close up. Got to get that end swell on it between rounds if we get there. Oh, huge knee to the body. That'll soften her up. Good kick to the body.
Another body kick land.
Nice right hand there from Jedrzejczyk. She's got that look in her eye tonight. That'll scare a lot of men, never mind women.
I mean, the boogie woman, right? That's what she
telling
calls herself, the boogie woman. She's the boogie woman that's coming for you. And you see that she's back in that state that allowed her to become the longest reigning strawweight champion in UFC history.
Well, this is one of the more active rounds we have seen all night long. Both of these women have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. Caught that kick there.
Zhang's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed without.
Nice.
Oh! Her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike. You don't see this type of power normally in this weight class. She lands, and she lands very effective.
Well, DC, some might suggest she's sort of playing with her food here. She has the upper hand, yet not really forcing the issue and trying to get her out of there.
You know, she's very patient as a fighter. But when you see someone hurt that many times in one round, you got to go for blood. I know it's against her. It's not her MO.
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. And now some separation between the two athletes. Good round.
All right, well, nobody's calling for a doctor stoppage just yet, but she has had no answers for all of that damage up top.
She's had no answers. I mean, she has gotten beat up from the very start of the fight. And we spoke about this, John. We spoke about trying to change something early. She didn't, and now she's paying for it.
Well, at some point, she's going to have to shore things up defensively. Let us get you some replays and show you some strikes that led to all that damage.
Just beautiful striking on display, but it's easy to look like this whenever your opponent just refuses to move their head. She was able to land and land at will, and now you see all that swelling on her opponent's face.
Third round underway.
Oh, nice kick.
Zhang's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Jedrzejczyk gets plastered with that overhand. Straight to the fire there, DC, and now her opponent may be seeing stars at this point.
Her opponent's seeing stars. Her opponent's hurt. She has to really get after her now and try to find that kill shot that's going to finish the night.
Knee to the body. Oh, nice block.
That's a beautiful fight. Can't take pictures now. She has to react. She has to go chase the finish. Oh! Oh, big elbow. Oh, she's hurt, yep.
So how about this result tonight? She tore us in the fighter meeting. I got to get a finish here tonight. She absolutely kept the judges out of it. That is her signature win, and this crowd enjoyed every minute of it.
Signature win, John. She has never looked better. She said she was going to get a finish. She got the finish. What a tremendous performance by this young lady.